so we can share this out for anybody who hasn't had the opportunity to join us yet. But thank you so much for joining us today. If we have not had the chance to meet, my name is Ashley Downer, and I am the Social and Specialty Campaign Coordinator here at Henderson County TDA. And I am here with Jane Duncan of JBD Insight.
Hi, everybody. Great to see you guys here virtually today.
Right. And I will get started. If you guys have any questions throughout the presentation, please feel free to drop them in the chat. And at the end of the presentation, we'll have some time to go over those questions. All right, so here's just what we're going to talk about today. The first one being the program overview. So what is the co-op program? Some differences between year one, which was last year, and year two. We're going to look at all of the placement opportunities, everything from social media to some airport opportunity. And then we're going to discuss the Gratitude at Altitude free trademark licensing, which we're super excited to offer to our partners this year. And then we're going to end with some next steps, how to join, point of contact, of course, and some key dates to remember. So starting off with the program overview, the goal of the co-op program is to put our partners in front of prospective travelers who maybe have not found out who you guys are yet, who don't know you quite yet. One of the biggest benefits of the co-op program for our partners is that the TDA will cover roughly 80% of those advertising costs across the entire program. So we just want to make it more affordable for our partners, maybe something that they wouldn't be able to purchase just individually. So we really want to help get our partners out there to new travelers. And how we do this is we wanted to make the access affordable across all of our partners, all of our placements. So we have a price range from $150 to $400 per placement, and that is over 5 different media channels. So we have social, display, print, email, and airport, which I will go into detail with all of those today. And then another added benefit for our partners in the co-op program is that all of the strategy, the ad placement and design, as well as reporting, is all done by us, the TDA, as well as our marketing agency, Paradise. So all you guys have to do as partners is decide which placement you're interested in enrolling in, and then providing some assets for us to create those ads, and then we will take it from there. So looking at year two highlights, we talked to our participants from our first year and got some feedback, got some things that they loved about the program, things that maybe that should be tweaked a little bit. And we also wanted to just make the program more affordable for our partners. So the first change is now we will have solo social ads that feature just one business, one partner in those social ads. So again, I'll go into what those social media ads will look like in just a second. But essentially, it will be a carousel ad that will just feature your business. We also will have broader reach through our digital display ads. We have some new print and email opportunities in Raleigh and Charlotte markets. We have an airport screen in GSP Airport. And then, of course, our Gratitude at Altitude trademark licensing. And then we have also streamlined the process and reporting aspects of the co-op program. In this presentation, we don't dive too deep into what types of reporting are available through per placement, but once you enroll, you will receive a booklet that includes everything that we talk about here in this presentation, as well as specific reporting based on placement. So here is every opportunity that we will have. We wanted to present to our partners the entire year of opportunities. That way you can see and start to think about what might work best for your business, what season, what run period might work best for me. And I will go into all of these individually. Starting with our paid social media. So this will be Meta, Facebook, and Instagram, and it will be posted on the Visit Hendersonville NC accounts. We have an example of all of the ads here on the left side of the page. This is an example of a Guide on Brewing ad. Again, one feature will be one partner. So people can scroll through the carousel ad and they can click on it to learn more, and it will bring them directly to the guide, for this example, Guidon's listing on the Visit Hendersonville NC website. It reaches Charlotte and Raleigh-Durham adults ages 30 to 75, and this is based and modeled on visitors who have recently stayed the night in Henderson County. As you can see, we have 3 run periods, as this will be for all of the placements. And each slide will show you a little table on the bottom of run period, dates, placements available, pricing, and then when the assets will be due. The next one is our high impact display. So these are banner ads that will be online. So when visitors or potential visitors are looking things up specifically related to travel, tourism, and lifestyle content, these ads will find them. So these are display ads that are all interactive. The example we have here on the left, we have 3 partners, and that's how we will do it again this year, 3 partners for each placement. And if people are interested in learning more, they can click on each individual block and it will bring them to more information about that partner as well as a link to their listing on our Visit Hendersonville NC website. It will also reach Charlotte, Raleigh, Atlanta, Tampa, and Orlando with the same demographics as our paid social media placement. Next is Midtown Magazine. So Midtown Magazine is our Raleigh target market placement. There are 2 different types of opportunities with Midtown Magazine. The first one being a full-page print ad. The second one will be a custom email blast. And there will be 2 different types of email blasts. The first one will be in October, and the second one will be in February. Print circulation for Midtown Magazine is around 140,000, and their email subscribers are around 50,000. Similar to Midtown, we have our Charlotte target market. So this is QC exclusive. Again, there are 2 opportunities. The first one being a full page print ad in their December issue. The second one, there's 2 different email newsletters. The first one being in November, the second one being in May. And this is another reason we wanted to lay out our entire year's worth of opportunities. As you can see, there's options in December, in wintertime, as well as springtime, so you can be able to gauge and see what might be best for your business. So approximately 50,000 for print circulation for QC exclusive and around 38,000 email subscribers. Next up is the GSP Airport baggage claim screens. We're super excited about this placement. There will be 3 run periods for this, and it will be available to 1 partner per month. So it reaches travelers in the GSP airport, whether they are coming back home, planning their next overnight trip, or they are coming into the market for the very first time. So roughly 50,000 impressions a week, and we will have the screens for April, May, and June. Next up is our Gratitude at Altitude trademark. We're super excited about this. As you guys know, Gratitude at Altitude is our brand promise here in Henderson County. We want every visitor here to feel that gratitude at altitude whenever they are in destination. So we're super excited to have this opportunity for our partners to start using this mark. You guys are welcome to use this mark free of cost. Anything merchandising, marketing, signage, web, social. We will send you a brand guideline and our licensing agreement. And if you are interested in using this, just reach out to me and I'll send those things over and you are free to use it. The TDA does have the right to just make sure that the mark is being used appropriately. And then here we just have the whole calendar view. We wanted to show you guys all of our offerings, how they line up with each other, as well as that Gratitude at Altitude licensing being offered throughout the entire year. Right, so some next steps for you guys. If you are interested in learning more about a certain placement or just about the co-op in general, please reach out to me. You have my point of contact information there. And then once you decide what you're interested in enrolling in, we will share a contract with you outlining that enrollment. And once that contract is signed, you will be invoiced. And then once we are ready and up and rolling, we'll ask you for some assets, some photos, descriptions, things like that. And Paradise will start designing your ad materials. We will then start the approval process. And once you guys approve those materials, we will then send it to the vendor. After about 6 weeks after your campaign, you will receive a performance report about how your campaign performed. Again, those will be more in detail once you get that co-op booklet. That is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for listening in. And again, if there's any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat. And I will turn it over to Jane if you have anything to add.
Do you have your volume on? Great. Ashley and I are sitting next to each other. Pleasure going through that. I've been fortunate enough to consult with the TDA last year with the first year's program and this year as well. So we're excited for, continuing what worked really well last year and hopefully bringing more partners into the fold with even more affordable and somewhat diversified options while keeping it hopefully a really simple process for everyone. So we're here to answer any questions that you have. Yes, question, will the dates and timelines be emailed to all of us? Absolutely. So you will get a link to the recording of this webinar, as well as a booklet program guide that goes into even more detail on everything than we have room for on slides. So pretty simple to understand, but that has all the assets needed, the timelines, the due dates, when things run, as well as more detail on the reporting that you'll receive for each kind of placement. Another question there from Timothy. If we have your own design team, how does the transition to Paradise work? We do have established Hendersonville templates so that you get the benefit of this coming from the Hendersonville brand and kind of that endorsement. So we're not at this time accepting like custom designed ad artwork. That said, if you have your own design team who we can, chat with and consult with on the photography to use or any copy points, that are really valuable and consistent for you, we'd love to consult with them to make sure everything is on brand for everybody. And on the flip side, I would say if you're really eager to participate, but you don't feel like you have, the visual assets or photography that you'd like to, we can help you with that too. Will any of the ads on Co-op be live video? At this time, no, but we'd love to chat about ideas and incorporate that in the future as we continue to build out the program. Yes, Kyle, if you are seasonal, you can just select one season to deploy the ads. So every placement has, if you want to, Ashley, do you want to go back to just one example of the meta or equitive ads? Both digital formats, the meta and equitive, that high impact display, have fall, winter, and spring, summer as our seasonal flights. So you can't break down those run periods any more than the windows we've already identified, but we have fall, winter, spring, summer for whatever's the most relevant for you guys and for your business. Also for the print and email and airport screens, those drill down to the month the print or the email runs, as well as 3 different months for the airport screens. And in theory, if you wanted to, you could buy or enroll into multiple of those time periods, or even say, hey, I want all 3 months, if that's a really valuable thing to you. One thing that I will go ahead and point out, no question on this, but the fall digital, so the meta and the high impact display, starts running on September 14th, which means assets are due August 10th. That's not assets being due to the vendor. That's for us to work with the Paradise team to get the ad put together, get it over to partners for approval. But did just want to flag that, somehow for all of us, it's the middle of July already. And so that those deadlines, if you wanted to take part in fall digital, those are coming up a little bit faster than others. So might want to put special attention on that.
And we will also have office hours specifically laid out for co-op. So if you don't have any questions that are coming up right now, or maybe you have a very specific question just about your business, July 22nd from 9 to 11 a.m. and August 6th from 2 to 4 p.m. Me and Jane will be here, happy to answer any questions specifically for your business, or if it's just co-op in general. Feel free to stop by the Welcome Center within those timeframes.
And obviously reach out on your own too, whenever you'd like to then, but figured it'd be nice to have some times that you know we're around.
Great. If that is all the questions that we have today, great. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are super excited to start our co-op program this year. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'll pull up my information there again. And of course, we're happy to meet with you in person as well. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. And this will also be recorded and sent to you with those office hours, just so you can have those dates written down somewhere also. So thank you so much.
Thank you all for doing this.
Yep. Thank you.
Thanks.